crack-smoking, shooting Klansmen who read only Stephen King and Michael Crichton, and they all vote for George W. Bush. And the truth is quite the opposite. None of my friends are homophobic, and none of my friends are in the Ku Klux Klan. I think those motherfuckers are now down to like 12. There's 12 people in the Ku Klux Klan, and they're losing, you know, they're losing steam every single day. That being said, 49% of America willfully voted for George W. Bush a second time, which means there's easily a lot of dumb, misled motherfuckers who are now either in denial or they're showing their disapproval, and that's why the president is now out and about having to talk to the people, which is interesting to watch him try and talk to Americans, because he's really never met many of them. And Scott McClellan, the U.S. press secretary, he said, I'm paraquoting him now, he said the other day, the president is at his best when he's on his feet answering real questions from a cross-section of America. Tough questions. And so he goes out and he does these like public meetings with places a little bigger than this, a lot bigger than this. But the people, this cross-section, are completely hand-picked Bush-loving Republicans. They would never let someone like me into something like that. Because I'd go like, I have a question. Now, if you go to WashingtonPost.com, if you find this interesting at all, you can find pretty much anything the president says transcribed on WashingtonPost.com. And I go to this website all the time because he fascinates me, because the guy can't speak. He can't use the English language, which you use wonderfully. You know, very poetic, very lyrical, very wonderful, funny, witty, cool. Not a guy who went to an Ivy League school. Here's this president of the United States, pretty big, powerful fucking country, and he staggers through English. It's horrifying. It's so embarrassing, because in a way he represents me. And when you think of me, you think of him just a little bit. And that's the part that's like, oh, I got a little bit of shit on me. And it's not even my own. It makes me mad. And so the other day, he went and did one of his town hall meetings in like Indiana, and he's getting like the cross-section of America, which is just all the people in that part of town with a Bush sticker on the back of their car. If you drive up with a Kerry sticker, if you drive up with a different point of view, if you want to ask a direct question and challenge the man, you're whisked out of that line. You know, these men come up, excuse me, may I see your ticket, please? Thank you, we have your ticket, you can go. And they won't let you in. And so in any case, he gets these questions, and they transcribe the questions the guy gets. Sir, I have a question. Yes, sir, go ahead. My question is, God bless you, Mr. President, and I'm with you all the way. Well, thank you for asking that. God's very important in everything I do. I communicate with the Lord, and He helps make a lot of decisions. Thank you very much. Someone over there has a question. Yeah, I have a question. My question is, every Sunday at my church, we all raise your name in prayer. So just so you know, every week you have over 2,000 people voting for you here, or, you know, praying for you here in town. Thank you for that question. Prayer is very important. Faith is a very big part of this country. Faith is a great value. I appreciate faith-based organizations which basically preach abstinence-only sex ed, which gets Johnny screwing and making mommy pregnant. And it's just fucked up. So in any case, I have to deal with that. Now, when you speak out against the president, the violent reaction you get from some people, oh my goodness, feel the fucking hate. And thankfully, my skin has been thickened over the years, and I feel the hate every day. I get hate mail about 3 or 4 days a week, and it's not like, it's like harder core shit, like, get out of my fucking country, you fucking communist Taliban sympathizer. Basically, you book reader, you knower of facts. People, then you write back and you go, what's your beef? You don't appreciate the war in Iraq, and we're fighting the war over there so we don't have to fight the war on terrorism over here. You fucking bitch, pussy, faggot, motherfucker. I'm like, jeez, do you know anything about the history of the region? Have you done any research on the history of Central Asia, America's relationship with Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, India, and the last 3 or 4 presidents? Have you? Well, no, man, but if you look back between the battle between Thucydides and Aeschylus, then you fucking know, man. And in World War II, if we had stood by and then these like, God, would you get some fucking context and stop thinking in bumper sticker long pieces of fucking propaganda? You fucking suck! Freedom isn't free! Like, ah! And it's You can't argue with people like that.